Welcome to the Militia gaming community. I'm Trigger, and this video is a little different than what you're used to seeing on my channel. We're going to talk today about Need for Speed, the franchise, and its future. Is it dead? That's the question. Let's go. Real quick before we get into the video, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Toner Microphones. Toner makes excellent USB microphones for gamers on a budget, especially their most recent release, the TC30. This mic is super easy to use. It's a plug-and-play condenser microphone with clear audio. Its cardioid pickup pattern is perfect for picking up only what's directly in front of the mic, helping to eliminate any keyboard or background noise. It's available on Amazon through the link in the description, but make sure you enter the code TONER110US2, that's also in the description, for an additional discount. Toner has some of the best USB microphones for streamers and gamers on a budget, so go pick one up if you want to save some cash and still get that clear and clean audio. I'll be the first to admit, I'm not the biggest fan of Forza Horizon 4. Now, why am I talking about Forza in a Need for Speed Heat video or Need for Speed video? And it's because the last couple of weeks, all of the content that are coming out of the large YouTube creators has all been centered around Forza Horizon 5 and its customization. People actually got their hands on the game early and they were able to go through and customize all these cars. And you know what I'm seeing is amazing customization. I'm so freaking hyped for Forza Horizon 5, even though I wasn't a fan of Forza Horizon 4. I see a lot of commentary on the internet now about how Forza Horizon 5 might just be the best arcade racer ever, and that would dethrone Need for Speed. Now, there's a lot of different arcade racers out there, but none have the cult following like Need for Speed does. They've put out bad game after bad game after bad game, they've had games with problems, and they're making little steps of progress each time, but each time the game is lacking something, right? But the audience still buys the game. They're still successful every single time. And that got me thinking, why are these games so successful every single time they put one out, even if the game isn't that good or isn't that long? Forza Horizon has an amazing game. It's got tons of depth. It's got years worth of support, which Need for Speed never gets. And yet, people still go back to Need for Speed. And I kept thinking about this, and I came up with 3 reasons. These 3 reasons are the reasons why Need for Speed is not dead. Despite what you're seeing on the internet, Forza Horizon 5 is going to be amazing, but it cannot compete with these 3 things that Need for Speed possesses. The first one, its super arcade feel. This is unlike anything else. Payback, 2015, and Need for Speed Heat all had this sort of really crazy arcade feel, and Heat in particular, which I've spent the most time with, is just, it feels great to drive around. And I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks so, but I really love the handling model of Need for Speed Heat, and I don't want to go back to this like simcade feel. You know, with Forza, it's just very sim. And listen, I know it's not sim. There's a lot of other simulation racing games out there, and Forza's not even close to that. It's still an arcade game, but it's not the same, man. It's not the same. And if you've played both, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is not the same type of feel. And secondly, Forza does not have any representation on PlayStation. Not only does it not have representation on PlayStation, but it doesn't offer cross-platform because it can't. There is never going to be a Forza game on PlayStation. Microsoft owns it, and they're never going to have it on PlayStation. And that leaves out a huge portion of the audience. I know that to this day, PlayStation people are pissed off that they can't play Forza Horizon 5 because it looks amazing. But because of that, Microsoft is leaving out an entire group of the audience, a huge portion, in fact. In fact, a lot of people in the PlayStation 4, Xbox One days, a lot of people had PlayStations and almost no Xbox people. That's why when you come into my streams and we race, 90% of the people on PlayStation, and then you have a few that are on Xbox. So our Xbox lobbies are very, very short. Our PlayStation and PC lobbies are obviously very popular. Simply by doing this, simply by having the ability to offer the game on PlayStation and be able to offer cross-platform, Need for Speed is going to be around for a while. There's not really another game like it on all 3 platforms. I mean, CarX is starting to come up with something that's close, but it really doesn't compare. It's actually just kind of on its own, and it's got that arcade feel, like I said. And lastly, Police chases. Police chases are something that you probably will never see in Forza. It's just not part of their DNA. They're all about racing. It's racing purity. But in Need for Speed, you've got police chases. In fact, the whole game is kind of centered around that. The story in Need for Speed Heat was you taking on the cops. I mean, it's something that is in the DNA of Need for Speed, and it's something that will always be a part of the franchise, and that's something that the other franchises just don't have. And it will keep players coming back because it kind of gives you that feel of like this street racing, sort of Fast and the Furious, just I don't even know what to call it. It's just this feeling. The Need for Speed Heat and Need for Speed franchise just has this feeling that you want to be a part of. It's body kits, it's underglow, it's police chases. I mean, it's just this overall feeling of the game, and Forza will never have that. Definitely not Motorsport, but for sure Forza Horizon just doesn't want to add it to the game, and it's one of the reasons why Forza actually has the Supra and Need for Speed doesn't. Toyota doesn't want to take that risk from a PR standpoint. Alright, so what's the moral of this story? Why am I even talking about this? Well, despite the surge of Forza Horizon 5, Need for Speed the franchise isn't going anywhere anytime soon, even if it seems like Forza Horizon 5 is more popular, the customization options are just as good as Need for Speed, or the game just seems to live on past when Need for Speed puts out their next game. I just don't think Need for Speed will ever die. It's something that is so rooted in racing game history that I just don't think people can get away from that title. If they release another game, even if it's terrible, people are still gonna buy it. There's still gonna be people wanting to race in a Need for Speed title, no matter what it is. That being said, I plan to play a lot of Forza Horizon 5. I think it's gonna be amazing, and this video in no way is to diminish what Forza Horizon 5 is going to be. It's just saying, as good as Forza Horizon 5 is going to be, it's never going to kill Need for Speed the franchise, no matter what anyone says, no matter how good the customization or the music or the game looks or runs. Need for Speed will always be a thing. Guys, if you're as excited as I am about the Forza Horizon 5 launch, but you don't have an Xbox or a PC, I'm giving away 3 Xboxes to celebrate the launch. All you have to do is click this video that's on the card right here, and you can enter for a chance to win an Xbox Series S console with 3 months of Game Pass. Alright guys, that's it for this one. If you have any questions, make sure you send me a DM on Instagram, Twitter, or Discord. I read every single message. And let me know in the comments down below if you think Forza Horizon 5 is going to take over as the best arcade racer this next year, or do you think Need for Speed 22 or whenever it comes out is going to be way better than Forza? And I'm curious, man. I just want to read your thoughts. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Shout out to the Militia subs. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.